Coco looking to add another championship this season, taking on Aryna. Sabalenka hits hard. One of these ladies will join Kenwin Jung in the WTA championship match. We will know in under 2 hours. I'm your host, Good Energy. Thanks for tuning in. I give you the rundown on tennis coverage every day. As usual, this video is brought to you via the Doctrine of Fair Use, the Fair Dealing, and the Digital Millennium Act. Coco Gauff under a lot of scrutiny. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of fans, most of them coming from Poland, stating that Coco did not play hard against Barbora, and in fact, she possibly wanted Barbora to win that match. Now, listen, I covered the match, and from what I saw, my perspective, I felt that, look, let's be honest here. Did Sabalenka play hard against Aryna Rybakina? No. In that third set, she pretty much let the set go. Is Sabalenka under scrutiny? No. In fact, no one's even talking about that match, right? We all know Aryna Rybakina was not in her peak form, and that's a match, even though Rybakina said she was going out there to beat Sabalenka, she was going to put a lot of pressure on Sabalenka. We clearly saw Sabalenka did not give maximum effort. In terms of the match between Coco and Barbora, my personal opinion, I covered it. I made the video. Go watch them. And while you're at it, go like all 6,000 of my videos. Show love. Don't be a hater. My personal opinion was the NFL players do it. The NBA players do it. When you have a playoff spot clinch, when the match does not matter, you see a lot of players rest. We know this. It happens in professional sports. They rest to prevent injury, to make sure there's no issues in terms of recovery, right? The last thing you want is an injury when you know you're headed to a championship match or a championship round. Tennis players do it also. We've seen plenty of tennis players do it. Osaka, Western and Southern Open, had a small tweaking of her ankle, knowing that the U.S. Open was coming up. She withdrew, and Victoria won that championship. What happened the next month? They met again in the U.S. Open final, and Osaka won that. Listen, guys, I think Coco played hard. Have I seen her play harder? I have. But again, guys, there's nothing at stake there for her. There's just if she wins or loses, nothing happens for her. Of course, if she would have won the match, Iga Swiatek would be in the semifinals. And that's why a lot of fans were criticizing Coco, saying she didn't play hard. But listen, guys, if you don't want to be in that position to begin with, you have to win the matches. As we get prepared here to watch what's going to be an amazing match, and a lot of people are picking Sabalenka to win this match. I've said it time and time again. Sabalenka, she's in her mid-20s. She's getting up there in age. There's nothing really scary about her anymore. I think at least to players like Coco or Rybakina. I still think she will challenge Iga for years to come because her power, as Iga's athletic ability starts to slow down, I think those matches are going to be a lot more intense, much like the WTA finals in Texas where Sabalenka beat Iga. I told you she would. But in terms of Coco, I think she's hitting her stride. She's not in her peak yet. So her athletic peak, her shot-making ability peak, all of that, she's not peaked yet. She's only getting better. So I think the matchup between Coco and Sabalenka, even though Sabalenka's won the last two, it's not something that I really am concerned. I wouldn't be concerned with if you're a Coco fan. And the reality here is Coco's still developing. She's still getting better. And Sabalenka's power doesn't really frustrate Coco. She said this in the past. And you can see because all of their matches are tight. Take away the errors and the the double faults. Coco's pretty much beating Sabalenka fairly easily. So I think that's really the only thing, if you're a Coco fan, you're concerned with, is Coco reducing her mistakes. She does that. She's going to continue to challenge Sabalenka and put herself in the position to beat Sabalenka. And right now, she's a 2-1 underdog, guys. A lot of money on Sabalenka, but will Coco cause the upset? Stay tuned. I'll keep you covered, guys.